What I can do for this, I'm just going to double tap right on the video clip there. And when I double tap, it'll bring up the clip settings menu. Here I can also adjust the actual volume for that individual video clip. And I can adjust the title. So let's put an opening title on this video here. And so as we can see in our title text here, that's where we're going to enter the title for the movie. And the location here has automatically come up. So you can see that we have the location of where the video was taken just there. That is always going to be in that title there. Now, once I'm kind of done my movie here, if I wanted to send that out, I can jump back to the project settings just by using the back button at the top. And then able to see my project that I've just created. And if I wanted to send that out to some friends or maybe upload it to Facebook or YouTube, I can use the action button with the arrow jumping out of the square there. And that's going to give me some of the options that I can upload it to. So, another thing that I would like to kind of show you guys quickly is making a slideshow in iMovie. It does have it's actually got some pretty nice slideshow features. It is fairly basic, but I mean, if you're on the go and you're just looking to kind of make something quick, it's really easy to do so. So I'm just going to make a new project here very quickly. And I can import some photos here. So let's say... Now, as I bring in these photos, one of the cool effects that we can do in the slideshows inside iMovie is going to be using the Ken Burns effect on photos. Now, do any of you guys know what that effect is? No? Okay, so when you're looking at a still photo, in lots of slideshows, they'll actually zoom in on the photo or move or like kind of scan across the photo to create a sense of motion while you're kind of looking at that still image. So, what I can do, once I've selected that picture, I can choose the start and end point. So I'm going to say this is going to be where it's going to start, and at the very end, I'm going to zoom in right on her face there, and I can click the start. Now, once this has been done, if I actually play this video, it'll slowly... What?
When you are doing the slideshow, are you going to tap it or just record or just because I don't have it?
For iMovie?
Yeah, no. When you get that picture and import it, you just tap it.
Yeah, you just tap right on the picture in the timeline.
And that's it.
And then it'll show the options on the video screen at the top. So that is going to be it for iMovie there. So we're going to jump on and talk about FaceTime. So, which of you guys knows a little bit about FaceTime?
What's that?
What do you know about FaceTime?
Well, I know how to get in there, set it up, and FaceTime something.
Alright, so I mean, you know probably all you need to know then.
Yeah.
So I mean, FaceTime is our service that we use that we can contact people on. It's free over Wi-Fi. So if you have a friend with an iPhone, an iPod, an iPad, or even a Mac computer, if they have that Apple ID, you're able to FaceTime them, so you can have those face-to-face conversations from like very, very long distance. For instance, I purchased my lovely mother an iPad for Mother's Day. She went over to Austria for a few months, and I was able to have full-on conversations where we're talking face-to-face. And the cool thing was that because of the front and back-facing cameras on our devices, I was able to talk to her and then actually look off her balcony in her hotel and like see the ski slopes and everything that she's looking at. So, you know, maybe not as nice as being there, but you can experience a little bit of it as well, which is nice. So setting up FaceTime is kind of interesting how you can go about it. The way that I choose to do it, if you go into your phone contacts, so when you're looking at your contact list, say I wanted to FaceTime Vivian Lee. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to tap on Vivian's name here, and I'm going to go to edit in the top. Now on each one of the contact kind of info sheets, when you scroll down, you will get to a part where it actually gives you a slot to put in an email. Where this email is, you want to enter their Apple ID. So you won't need to get that from them. Usually it's just their main email address that they're using, but occasionally people do set up that kind of funny Apple ID on the side, so you always want to double check.
So it's like, for instance, it's where you get your Apple stuff.
So
the Apple Store ID, iTunes ID.
So if you purchase any applications, iTunes,
whatever you use that from.
So you can use that, give that out to some friends who have an iPhone or an iPod, and then you can do the FaceTime with them. Now, once you have that inside, what you're going to be able to see here, I'm going to have to show you on here because it's not set up properly on here. Once you have their kind of information in, you will see that there is a FaceTime button just in the contact info. So now that I have this, in, you will have the FaceTime.
FaceTime me right now.
Says you're not available. Yeah, you should be able to do it. Say you're not available now.
Yeah, but your Wi-Fi may not be hooked up here.
My Wi-Fi hooked up here.
It's automatically hooked up.
Well, it won't automatically.
Mine is.
If you've been here before, then it will automatically. Just go into the settings, and it will be in there under Apple Store.
Yeah, the Apple Store is...
Yeah, it's totally free of charge. It's just called Apple Store.
Mine's hooked up now.
You just said how you did it.
I'm special, man.
So how do I do it again?
So you just want to go into the settings.
As far as getting your...
Just like at McDonald's.
Yeah, it's the exact same as McDonald's. So go into settings and then just choose the Apple Store. It is completely free of charge.
It's all free. It's all free, but I can hold it. That's why I have to.
So say you're on that contact. This is something that I've been asked by a few customers. They're on that contact, but they're not actually seeing the slot for an email. And they're like, well, I get that that's what you have to do, but it's just not allowing me to do so. On that contact info, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it will allow you to add a field here. So if you don't have that email address, you can go and add a field. You'll be able to find it in this list, and you'll be able to add it here. Now, the next thing I would like to cover very quickly is going to be